Hi everyone, welcome to Be Naked with Nadia, a channel where we talk about confidence, manifestation, and everything in between. Hi, I am Nadia Diaz, a mindset coach, and I've created this channel so we can talk about all these things, openly, and we learn more about how to become the best versions of ourselves and how to manifest everything that we want to our lives. Right, and today we are going to talk about why thoughts are important. Yes, why do I think thoughts are important? Because thoughts are the first thing that comes to our brain, right? And so that then creates a reaction in our body, right? So we allow the thought to come in and the thought creates a reaction in our body. And when we realize our body is already, we feeling a certain type of way due to the thought. Okay, so let's say that the thought is like, I'm going to give you an example. So I'm terrified of spiders. So when I see a spider, straight away my body freezes. Okay, I jump back. Why? Because my brain has already associated fear with a spider. So when I think I'm seeing a spider, straight away I feel it in my body. Again, because my brain has connected spider, danger, I'm afraid. Okay, so that's how it happens. So when we allow certain thoughts to come to our brain, we are creating these associations with experiences that have, experiences that have happened, experiences that are happening, things that are constantly, happening around us. And we have some of it, we have already created these associations. And so when something happens, our brain connects the dots straight away, sometimes without you even having the time, to think, right? So when you think about something, about yourself, about others, about reality, about anything, right? You are creating the idea of what's now ready to project into your world, right? And I think I mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention again. So basically, we are constantly manifesting, right? Since you were born, you are manifesting everything that you want because it's natural. It's a law. It's not something that you just wake up one day and say, I'm going to manifest. No, you are doing it because it's just part of who you are. It's just part of who we are. It's a universal law. And to explain in a simple way is basically, let's say you are the printer. Your head creates the images. Your head creates the images, and these images are sent to the printer, right? So this printer then prints your images, which then becomes your reality, right? So whatever you see around you are projections of the images that you sent to the printer. Okay, so imagine you are this big company and you're creating all these images, and these images are sent to the printer, and the printer are constantly printing them. And whatever comes out from the printer is a reality that you see around. Okay, so basically, it's the thoughts that you have are flashing around, and the universe is showing you evidence that what you think is the truth. Okay, so if you think that you can't do something, it's very, very hard to do something, and you have to work very hard to have something, guess what's going to happen? You are sending these images to the printer is going to then print into your reality, and a lot of things are going to come your way to make it harder for you to get where you need to get, because that's your main belief. Okay? So how do you know what you are constantly printing? You know, you need to check your thoughts. What are your dominant thoughts? When you wake up in the morning, right, and it's raining, for example, what do you think straight away? What do you do? What do you say to yourself when you wake up in the morning, right? What state are you in when you go about your day? What are the thoughts that you carry on a daily basis? You know, in relationship to the things that you want to achieve, what are your dominant thoughts? Are you constantly thinking that you are afraid? That are you constantly on a place of lack? You see what I mean? Are you asking to have something because you don't have it? Right? You know, what are your dominant thoughts? And when you become aware of these thoughts, what do you do? And the thing is, a lot of these thoughts that we have, they are habits. You know, we just think about them because it's something we always did it, and sometimes we don't even do it on purpose. It's just like natural. But now I'm asking you to become aware of it. So for the next week, I'll ask you to become aware of every thought that you have throughout the day in relationship to yourself, to others, to the desires that you have, to your environment. Become aware of it. Become aware of, hang on a second, I shouldn't think that, right? And when you realize that you are thinking, you know, a thought that is not so positive towards yourself, towards the things that you want, I'd like you to change it straight away. Say, no, thank you very much. That's not what I want. And then you change it. And then you say something different on top of the thought. Also, what you can do throughout, the next week is every time you realize that having a negative thought, complaining, or anything that is not so positive, so kind to yourself, others, your reality, etc., etc., you can grab a mug and you can put £1 in it every time you do that. All right? So become aware and check yourself. Well, that's wrong. I don't want to think about that. No, this four. Thank you very much for letting me know. I'm not afraid. And then push it away. Okay? Right. So your thoughts are based on the experiences that you had, on the habits, on the daily routines and other people have said to you, and how you've grown up. If you grow up in a house that is not very positive, you're not going to have very positive thoughts because you have grown up with people reminding you how hard life is. So then that is what has been created in your mind. However, from the moment you become aware that there's another way to it, is then your responsibility to start changing that. Okay? And from a place where you want to manifest things, being aware of who you are, what you're doing, what you're thinking, it's really, truly important. Because to manifest then things that you really, truly want is to be aware of the things that you think, the things that you say, the things that you do, and what is really, truly important, right? So you're here because you want to manifest deliberately. And you can. Anything that you want, it can be yours. No matter your background, no matter where you are, no matter what you have, no matter what you don't have, no matter what you believe in, if you are willing to take the steps, you then can have anything that you desire to have, right? So let's check our thoughts. Let's, look within and say, okay, this is how I want to think. This is the things that I want to think. Those are not welcome thoughts and I don't want them, be aware. First step, be aware. Okay, so this is the reason why thoughts are so important, why we need to check them, why we really and truly should be revising what we need to revise based on the thoughts that we allow ourselves to have, because our thoughts are connected with our sensations, our thoughts are connected with how we act, our thoughts are connected with what we see around us. Okay, it's also connected with our beliefs. Okay, and again, this is another topic, but our beliefs, are they really your beliefs, or you think those beliefs are based on everyone else but you, and you just accepted them and now you say that they are yours? Is that how deep you know yourself? Or you are willing to look within and really truly look at every belief that you have and decide for yourself if that is something that you believe in? And if you believe in, why? Why do you believe in it? Where does that comes from? Where that belief is coming from? Why? Why is it something that you are willing to bring into life? And try and understand all of these things from a place where you accept that we all have been conditioned to be something. And despite of being in a place where we are unlearning a lot of patterns and behaviors, we are still part of that conditioning. And it takes time for us to unlearn patterns, for us to unlearn behaviors, for us to accept that majority of our thoughts are not even ours, but it can be done. And when we realize that, and when we are willing to dig deep and really say, okay, right, this is what I believe in, this is what I want, because this is who I am, okay? Things around us start changing, right? And they really start changing for the better, because you then become a you, right? You become a you become someone that is more willing to do certain things because you want to do them, not because so and so believed that that was the right thing, and so you start believing that too. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with it. There is nothing wrong with it. This is just a way of you getting to a space where you start creating your own stories. All right, you start creating your own reality. You start accepting your own thoughts, as in, this is what I want, this is not what I want, based on becoming self-aware, being aware of the things that I lived, of the experiences that I had, of the things that I want to live, and the things that I want to have. Because a lot of people do want to have stuff based on somebody else's dreams. So then you are completely on the chase for things, constantly on the chase, and when you get them, they have no value. They have no value because that was not what you wanted from the beginning. And if you had stopped and listened to yourself and understood who you are and become aware of who you truly are, maybe the things you were chasing would be different. When you reminded that everything that you want is already within. So that what you seek is there. You just need to find it. Okay? So let's remember that here, it's what we need to check. What are your dominant thoughts based on who you truly want to be? Your thoughts are important. They do connect to your body. They connect to your whole life. let's then create the thoughts that connect with the things that you truly want. Let's then allow only the thoughts that accepts the reality that you want, right? Let's then connect to the thoughts that is basically saying this already is, because it is. Super, we came to the end of the video, and I hope you understand a little bit more about thoughts and manifestation, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.